to the rollout of Obamacare. I mean, this thing seems to be a disaster. It's nothing like the administration said it was going to be. So many things that were supposed to happen didn't happen. Where are we on this?
I think where we are is the divide between policy and technology. It's pretty clear, I think, to those of us that have been watching this rollout, that the technological base was not sufficient and that the website didn't function. You know, I felt, and I said this directly to the President's Chief of Staff, they ought to take down the website until it was right. They believe that they need to keep it running and that they can sort out the difficulties, that they brought in technological experts from a broad base of the private sector, and that by the end of November it can be sorted out and be functioning properly. I don't think there's ever been any website started to do what this website does in the size of this one. I don't make excuse, but I think that is pretty much fact of what's happened.
The President said in the beginning, if the one thing was that if you liked the health care program you had, you could keep it. We now know there was debate within the administration before he said that as to whether that was actually a promise that could be kept. Should the President not have made that statement?
Well, as I understand it, you can keep it up to the time, and I hope this is correct, but this is what I've been told, up to the time the bill was enacted. Then, after that, it's a different story. I think that part of it, if true, was never made clear. It is really very unclear right now exactly what the situation is. And yes, that's a problem, but you know, I think it has to be said. This is a very large, major priority, and if it can get up and running, it can be, I think, a very positive thing. The big problem here is there are so many destroyers in the House, in the public, in the private healthcare sector that just want to destroy.
Well, I mean,
and that's not helpful.
I take your point, but the fact is the thing doesn't work.
The fact is there's a problem with the startup. I won't go so far right now as to say the plan isn't going to work once it gets started up.
Let me ask you one other thing quickly. A man walked into the Los Angeles airport Friday, opened fire on TSA officials.